Right guys, new video, new bike, set camera up in a new weird angle there. Basically just want to get you that on me, have this as my little opening shot kind of thing. Stand, do some pauses. Don't know if that might not even be in your video, it probably will be in your video because I don't edit them, do I? So plan for today, I have no idea what order they're in these videos again, but I think yesterday you should get a history of that Norton, the little dummy racer I had in here. Yeah, today I've lost the plot. I think yesterday or the day before we were talking about, we had the Rickman out, we had the Benelli out, we were looking at the collars, the flanges, whipped the pipe off the Rickman. The Norton's now gone. It's gone. He come and picked it up this morning, well happy with them, well happy with them. He's excited, he's got to do a couple of races, get it on dyno, do a couple of races, get it on dyno again, come back. Got something coming for a post. Let's go and have a look, see what I've got. Yeah, nothing fancy at all. Right. Yeah, so that's gone. He was well happy. He was well happy with it. I need to stop looking in there, yeah, and I don't know what I'm going to do again. I've just come in. Most days are like this, so you get one big job done out of the way. You come in, you're like, I've got that to do. I've got that to do. Which is the right order? It's dead easy to go down the wrong path, and then I procrastinate, and I stand here, and I don't know what I'm flipping doing. So like I said, my plan, I've just actually done a reel actually, saying what I'm going to do. Plan was to chop these off, chop them off, see if I'll get them opening a bit more, but they're all proper nice and tidy. I'll grab camera, I'll show you. Wow, there we go. Let me flip the screen round. So they're fitted, they're sweet, they're absolutely sweet. If you can look at them from there, the line on that is absolutely perfect. Just nice, that sweep is nice. But this gap here, I want to try and get that in ever so slightly. And I've got a little tiny bit to play with underneath, a couple of mil to play with there. And I'm thinking I could probably put them in 5 mil that way, or bring them up 2 mil that way. But I'm not right sure about doing it. The only reason I'm not right sure about doing it, because like I say, it's all set up lovely. All I need to do now to finish them off would be to whip these tailpipes out, put some collars in there, tack the collars on, and just carry on building away, and then pull it all off, well round it, put it all back on again, it'd be done. Whereas now my plan is to alter that by 5 mil, which means taking it all off, chopping 5 mil off all of them, putting them all back on again, tacking them, arranging out bottom, getting it all back built up to here, wiggle it all so I know it's all perfect, and then I can weld it, and then I'm only in the same place as I am now, but with that gap 5 mil less. Could take half a day just getting it all perfect so the gaps are perfect everywhere. Is a load of messing about. Everyone thinks that's going to be the easy bit. It's never the easy bit. That's what takes so long. Just changing 5 mil means pulling all that down. It's basically you've propped it all up, balanced it, almost built like a tower, and then you want to change the bottom brick. it's doable, isn't it? But you dismantle it all, change that bottom, build it all back up again, and then you're only in the same place as you were before. So that's what I've got. But it would make it a lot better. So I'm going to go and have a bit of thinking time with it, a bit of alone time, me and the bike, just sit down, talk to each other for a bit, ask it what it wants, ask it whether it wants the 5 mil chopping off or whether it's all right as it is. One thing I do need to check is, I'm going to pull wooden blocks out from underneath it. You see it's rested up on wooden blocks, pull them out, and I'm probably going to slink fairing on it now, see what it looks like with fairing on, see how much room I need. If I need some more room, then I need to dismantle it, don't I? If I don't need any more room, then we'll make that decision then. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to set you up. I'll set you up in the same place you were a minute ago, up here, and I'll put you on some sort of, I don't know, I'll put you on some sort of speeded up version. I'll be back. I'll set that up and I'll come back. Right, so you probably want to know what the victory dance were for, don't you? Have a look at this. Have a look at this. The gaps are all sweet. I'll show you now because I'm going to have to jack this back up again. I pulled it right down on forks. That's the only thing I was worried about was the travel on front end. When you slap front brake on one of these and then you see it on a slow-mo vid on TV, they're going down a lot further than you actually think. The fairings grinding out on bottom of floor, all that. Yeah, what you think's happening there, a lot more's happening. So I was looking at it thinking, if that went right up to the top, would it touch pipes? Because that's the only thing I need to worry about. That's the only bit I was a bit unsure about, with a gap at the front. So yeah, it's a front fairing on, and fits like a glove. In fact, it fits too good. I've got it that high up now, that pipe there, the tailpipe. There's a gap underneath it. It don't quite fill that hole, but yeah, it's as good as it'll get. I suppose you could probably lift that fairing up a little bit now. That's one option in it, is that they could lift it up a little bit more, so you have got a little bit more ground clearance. That fairing will look like it'll go up a bit more on handlebars. So yeah, let's flip it around. Let's have a look. I'll show you all good stuff. Whoa, sorry, I nearly dropped you. Sorry, like your little baby there or something. So that's the back end. Oh, my massive gaps all the way around here. It looks lovely that the way that it flicks up there, and tons of room. Get your hand underneath them pipes down underneath there. It's hard to see because I'm too close to it. Yeah, nice. That's the sump that you can see there, and there's a nice gap there between this. That's the outer pipe when you're underneath there. Nice gap between. Fits all nicely around there. And we look through here. Oh, that's a nice gap to get camera. In fact, you can't get camera through there. But yeah, you can kind of see it between there somewhere. That's the gap we got to wheel. Seems like a lot of room to me, because it's right down at forks. There's not much left at forks there. I've got ratchet straps around yoke, so I managed to pull it down, but I don't want it to sit on seals. So I'm going to jack that back up. But yeah, fairing fits. So I'm probably not going to do that alteration. That's what an hour or something scratching your head, having a think does. It's just saved me about another 4 hours, hasn't it, probably. If I'd done 4 hours there, all I'd done would have made it 1% better for an extra 4 hours. You wouldn't have noticed the difference. There'd be no difference at all. It just looks a tad neater. So I'm glad I've not done that. I've asked customer now, he might want them in. He might, if he wants them in, I'll just cut them off, put them back on again. But if he's happy with the way it is, I'm happy. Just crack on, carry on building it. So I'll wait for a reply. If he wants me to carry on, I'll set you back up on there, we'll whip hot fairing back off again, and then we'll see what the rest of the day delivers. Tell you something, lads, that's not a bad shot, is it, for when I'm doing rest at bikes. You get a nice view at workshop there, and my head's at the same height as the bike, so that's probably how we're going to do it from now on. I might use that as the two places are not too bad actually. So yeah, just looking at myself in screen. So that's on. This is going to be the point where I do this with my hands and we speed it all up again. Basically I can find them bits. If I do that with my thumbs, I can just scroll through, find it, trim it, next bit, stitch it together. Nice quick editing, not no jazzy. The only bit of jazzy I want to do is that first bit, write a few words on it, and then yeah, that's it. Right, until the production, if someone wants to come and edit it up for free for me. So yeah, let's whip this off. Let's wash it up. Right guys, back in. I think it's a new day. It's a new day, new projects. I'll crack on. We'll have a look at what I'm doing today. I'm still on with that GSXR basically. Waiting for him to come back to me. He didn't come back to me. I posted a video up on me Instagram stories, and one of my friends, Rob Whitty, he tunes them up, does a fair bit with these bikes. He said try oil cooler on it first, because he's had problems where the pipes and the oil cooler all need to come together. So try that on it first, make sure that clears hot pipes. But I've had a look at it and I've not got the same problem. My hose is going at the top, he's went in at the bottom, so they do interfere with the pipes if you're going from the bottom. But over the top, it's just basically going around the outside and into the top, so it's out of the way at pipes. I'll have a look at it, but I don't think it's going to get in the way. I posted up yesterday's history video this morning, so that's a good watch. I've watched it back. I don't watch any of them back. I just trim the bits out, stick it together, press post. Not bothered if there's any mistakes in it or whatever. You're just getting it all natural. Just keep the thing rolling. So yeah, watch that back. It was good. And then I just realised this morning when I was watching it back, I thought, oh, that's an interesting story. And then I thought, I've got a nice little piece of info from that, and I didn't show it. So we're going to go and have a look in Grandad's filing cabinet now. Try and find some of them little Manx Norton drawings I were on about. I say they're not the originals. Grandad would have got them as big transparencies from drawing room, and then you use them transparencies, print them onto paper, and then you hand them piece of paper out, all through factory. Someone loses them, you just go and get the transparency again, print it onto paper, give that to someone else. So that's what Grandad were doing. They were just photocopying all transparencies, tracing paper, basically. Yeah, it's like they put it on tracing paper, and they just photocopy that onto a piece of paper, and they just kept them in books and kept them next to the lathe. So some of them, what do you call that? Sticky back plastic stuff. I've never done that before in my life. I've not been fan. You give it to, when I was at school, you give it to someone else that had the money to buy one of them. I don't know, coated in plastic. They were coated in plastic, so then they could have them next to the lathe and they could get all juice all over them, all coolant and stuff. So yeah, I've got a few. Them ones are all proper scrappy, they've gone. But I managed to save a few. I went through all Grandad's filing cabinets, because we've got a few upstairs as well. And I just managed to keep some of them together. This here is Grandad's book of sounds to drawings. Just scrappy bits of paper like that, where customers have sent through a drawing like that. Then in here, this is where I've managed to keep all Grandad's and Manx Norton drawings that I've managed to find. This is a nice big poster from Tommy Racer, the spares company in America. Him and Grandad used to sell stuff to each other. So this is just, it's got, let's have a look. Wow, there we go. On back of here, it's been posted to Unity Equip, to Grandad's shop in Rochdale. There we go, we've got some focus. And up here, it says Cincinnati, May 1991. That's when that's come through, Ohio. And let's see if I can get it to open out this time. That's it, I want to keep it. I want to put it, be nice in a frame. Then I don't want it to go mouldy on wall, so I've just been keeping it in that filing cabinet because it's still nice in one piece. It's been up on wall at some point on it because it's got the little drawing pin holes in corner. Yeah, so that's a nice piece. And then in this, the rest of it, get that folded up and out of the way. I should probably just put it out of the way. Let's not try and fold it with one hand. Right, in here, look at them. Norton, and this is the nice one. I just gone and found it now, so I can get it out, take a photograph of it, and then I can post it on the comments that go with my video. That is a bolt for the rear engine plate. Just a simple part. It's probably something that Colin Seeleys sold though. So he's putting them dummy engines into the frames. He's going to need these bolts, and then that's a good spare to sell that. It's a simple thing to make, I've made or make, but he's got loads of them. Yeah, and he's put his name on the drawing, so he's been having them made somewhere. You know, put your own name on it if you're going to give it to someone else. Otherwise, it wouldn't matter if you just kept that in-house, would it? Does it have a... That's been redrawn in '69. So it looks like it's probably been redrawn by whoever bought it out. I think, I have no idea, but yeah, that's one nice one. And then there's plenty more in there. And they all have that. They're probably bits of welding splatter or bits of dirt that's been on transparency. That one's a That one's 59, so that's a better date. Maybe the other one says 59. I just read it wrong. So yeah, that's all I've got left drawing wise. I asked Grandad, I was like, you must have stashed some of them under your bed or something. He was like, no, we're honest, I just give them all back. I give them all to Mo when he bought them. He gave me the right money for them, so I give him all drawings. And we just have a couple of loose copies, and they're just like, they're just nuts and bolts. They're nothing fancy at all. There is a fork leg one, but you can barely read it. You can barely see me there, can you? Right, back to the bike. Plan is today, just have a bit more of a look at that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to start piecing it together, put some more bits on it, see how we get on. Check that oil cooler up front here, put that on. I've also got these sleeves. These sleeves are needed to join the tailpipes that way, tailpipes to the collector, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to put these in, and that'll start tightening the system up, because at the moment it's just really slack, it's all loose in there, nothing's tacked on. So I start putting the sleeves in. Just, it had a 3mm gap before. If I put the sleeve in, it'll only have a 1mm gap. And then I'm getting closer to where it needs to be to weld it together. So yeah, just mess about. It's Saturday. Just going to have a play today, I think. I'll update you and see what I've done. Right guys, this is me signing off at the foot weekend. Start another week again next week. Hope you've enjoyed a week's worth of videos. What have I done today? Not done much. As you can see, Suzuki's still under the sheet. I had it out, I had a bit of a look, put it back under the sheet again. It was one of them, I had too much stuff on. I've got a load of parcels here in that shopping basket. They all want to go different countries, and they all want customs notes, and it's a nightmare. You have to do like 3 of each. You can do it on the internet, but then my printer don't print properly. So yeah, I've got to try and get around that. I've got, I don't know, got 6 or so boxes. So I've been doing that. I've just been upstairs, packing them up for half a day, making sure that everything's got the right stuff in the boxes. So that one's got 3 pairs of swan necks, it's going to France. That one's got a Manx Mega in that's going to America. They're 2 P clamps off me eBay. Get yourself on eBay, buy them. Good little buys. That's 2 pairs of offset clip-ons going to Holland. And that, I think that might be going to America. That is 1 pair of swan necks, and I've weighed that, dimensioned it up, so I can stick it into when the next people ask me. So I've got like 9 pairs of them for sale at the moment. So if you want a set, email your address, and I'll get a price for posting it. That's me done for the weekend. Hope you enjoyed a week's worth of videos, and I'll see you again next week, which is tomorrow probably by the time you watch this. Have a good one guys, see you in a bit.